How can you start building your herbal knowledge? Had a question just following the Elixir Life class that I did recently, and I talked about the three elements of alchemy: flavor, function, feeling. And the question was specifically, how do you know about the function of herbs, right? Flavor is pretty obvious. It's a way to kind of tune into the energetics of the herb. Feeling as a result that herb will give you to calm you down, to give you energy, and this idea of the function of herbs, right? Like which ones are anti-inflammatory, or if you're looking to be chilled out or energized, how do you know? How do you start building that knowledge? Well, there's a number of ways to come at this. I think number one is to know, to understand that it is a lifelong journey, and one herb at a time, you can get there, building your knowledge informally. You don't need to go to school. You can be your own herbalist. So one of the great ways to start is to start with blends. And fortunately, so many blends, like this Harmonic Arts, Moon Time, Calm Belly, or one that we make here in-house, Longevity, right? The name gives you an idea, an insight into the herbs in those blends and the kind of the function or the feeling that it's going to give you. That's a great place to start, because somebody with more knowledge, skills, experience, a trained herbalist, has blended that together with select herbs that they know are going to produce a certain result. So that's a great place to start. And as you're working with those, you can begin to research the individual herbs and get to know them, their characters, their qualities, their personalities, and use that as the base of your blends. I also really recommend starting with one herb at a time, right? Pick one like turmeric or reishi and begin to use it, number one, but also begin to reference books, something like Adaptogens. Love this book for stress, stamina, stress release, strength. This doesn't focus on any one particular herbal tradition, but pulls from a number of different traditions. It highlights all the herbs that have adaptogen-like qualities. Adaptogens, they're safe to take over the long term, and they are a fantastic place to start. And to use a book like this as a reference to help continue to build your knowledge is a really, really, really good place to start. We have so many other books too, Medicinal Herbs for Beginners. Now, you don't need to know it all at once. Again, starting one herb at a time, playing with blends. That's how you're going to build your herbal knowledge over the long term. And very quickly, you're going to see that you're going to have a working knowledge of herbs and how to support yourself and your family in a very simple and easy way. And then the longer that you're on this path, the more you're going to learn, the more your access to the knowledge of the different herbs and their benefits that you're going to be able to draw from. I'd say third, another one is to come to classes. And this lady had come to the Elixir crafting class, which is more about, building drinks that has a foundation of herbal knowledge. And in that class, I presented many different types of recipes, again, that have certain herbs featured. So working with specific recipes, like what we make at the Elixir Bar, that is navigable by anyone without any herbal knowledge. But as you begin to consume those drinks and the herbs in them, you slowly just build your knowledge, a little bit or a lot, however in depth you want to go. And then other classes. We've got one coming up on Saturday, June 17th, 1 to 3. Angela Bewick, she'll be talking about, the power of herbal teas. And she's going to be talking about the summer season and which herbs you can use for navigating the summer, whether that is smoke, whether that is heat, whether that is whatever that is for you. And then you're actually going to custom blend your own herbal teas to take home during that class. So there's a few different ideas. The path to be your own herbalist is available to you. Don't have to complicate it. Just start where you're at. Start one blend at a time, one herb at a time, one drink at a time, and build your knowledge from there.